How's it going, folks?
Hi.
We were speaking to the people who came along for the live stream this morning, and we were talking about maybe we should go for a bit of a walk around the property. So this afternoon, where are you, Bianca? There you are. This afternoon we thought we'd have a bit of a quick walk around and show you a few little bits and pieces just close by the house. Now, as to where we are right now,
We're not that far from the house. We're just from the other side of the back dam. And during the live stream, we were talking about the stupid hollowed out tree in the dam wall. There it is.
Yeah, that's it there. So that, yeah, it's all eaten out underneath, so the water's coming underneath it and not over the top. What's wrong?
I've just lost a dog. Oi.
Jack? Did he slip off, did he?
Yeah, just popped off.
We're just keeping Jack on a leash because we shot a dog down here this morning and we just didn't want him going up investigating too much. There's a wild dog, an Alsatian cross. But down behind the dam here we have this little watercourse, which is pretty funky. There's actually a cave under there. And when we were inspecting the property, what did the old owner say?
He said he filled it in.
Yes.
I don't know why. Watch the holes.
Oh yeah.
And there's holes there too.
Yep. That wasn't there before the last rain, was it? No. And this is, yeah, you can see where he's dumped a whole heap of stuff from up the back in. And he's pushed it all down into here where the cave is. So...
But I think that's where the water's naturally going, so that's just going to wash out
Again, yeah.
again.
So and there's a little bit of a gully up in here, which is a prime spot for a leaky weir. Just to slow the water down a little bit. So something we might look at doing in the future, just a series of them.
Just at least to try and slow erosion down.
Yeah.
Or stop it.
And this is the type of bushland we were talking about, the paddock up behind the house. As you can see, it's fairly open. There is a lot of dead and dying trees in here. And there is still a lot of fodder on the ground. Goats would be okay in here. Cows maybe not so much. But there is a lot of fodder on the ground in here. A lot of lantana in spots, like there's a few plants there. But generally speaking, it's weed free up through there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Other than what locals call black wattle. But we haven't really investigated enough of the species. We know there's what they call blood gums here. And the odd ironbark. This property was pretty much all clear felled about 1980s, so what's that, 40-50 years ago?
Yep.
45-ish years ago, and they stripped it bare of all the ironbark, and every now and then we'll find a decent stump left behind, but the rest is pretty much all burnt through.
You find little pathway tracks.
Yeah, just up through here, little pathway. So we get wallabies. Another thing we mentioned, the amount of wallabies we get through here is pretty mind-boggling at times.
And we also get a bit of pig sign.
Yeah, there's a pig wallow actually. There was one down below the old dam we just walked by. But this is a fenced off paddock. You may not be able to see it, but it's a 4-strand barbed wire that is in need of repair. And they've used a lot of the trees to actually form the fence posts. So that's something we would repair before we ran goats or anything in here. And in fact, if we ran goats in here, it'd probably be under an electric wire, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we could move them around and make it fight better.
Here, it almost looks like they've cut it or something, Bianca. It's down.
Yeah, I know.
There's no tree over it. There it is. It's a post past that tree up there.
He's walking on the barbed wire.
Yeah.
Watch out. It's coiled there.
So that's an old post. No, that's an old tree. That was a fence post. I'm sure we'd have hundreds of these laying around that we could pull out of trees around the place. But anyway, we'll cross over here. Now we're in the wild back paddock. Unfenced, untamed. Well, not really, there's a track through it. But one of the other things we really liked about this little area, we actually called it after these plants, named it. This is Grevillea Avenue. We have red and yellow grevilleas, that's all these little saplings here. All the way along, you can see some, or might be able to see some red ones. There's some yellow ones or white ones up here. There you go, there's some red ones up there, some white ones. Some more white ones up there. So they're not as good as the ornamental ones that are bushy and heavy with flowers, but we like them.
Still pretty.
They are.
And they're bird attractors.
That branch has come down since we last walked up here.
Yep.
It's even on top of the grass. So it's not really a priority. Oh, what it's done, it's actually knocked over the tree that is the fence post. You gotta love it. Jackie's now free, we're past the dog.
Come on.
So down in here is what we were talking about on the live stream to everyone who was there really. And that is this little washout gully. There's all nice little rocky outcrops all the way up this little gully on either side. But down in there is an area that could do with some TLC. We'll go down and have a gander, hey? So this is what we were talking about in the live stream. This is the little gully we saw. It is pretty okay up that end, erosion-wise. And then round about here it starts. And you can see a massive washout just here that goes down into there. There's still a little bit of water in there from the rain the other week. But yeah, it would be good if we could try and somehow dam it up down in there so it could collect the silt and debris down here and actually fill this back in, basically with what they call a leaky weir. It's a little man-made structure. You can use sticks, you can use stones, people have used concrete blocks, boulders, and create a barrier to build the water up behind it. It slowly leaks through, so the water still does traverse, but it gives this area here enough time to slow the water down so sediment can deposit down and fill it back in. So there's a whole heap of little regen ag things we'd like to try on this place. Bianca's already done some little mini leaky weir things up above that last dam we had a look at.
I'd like to pack a lot of them with a lot of the fallen trees that we've got, because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
So you might as well use them.
My only concern is once the tree's right, they're pretty much all gone. You're looking for Jack.
Yeah, he's nicking off.
He's coming back. He's a good boy. He only goes so far. Is that an ant nest that's been ripped open?
Yeah.
Yeah, echidnas pull them apart for the ants and go in his nest in them.
Nah, it's quite shallow.
No, it's an old one.
Up and down on the inside in there.
Yeah. But that's looking out over back across that little gully. And over there, you might be able to make out that little rocky shelf over there, and on top of that is that little track we were walking down, little road. And that rocky shelf gets larger up towards the top there. And then comes down again on this side. Bit hard for you to see for all the trees though. And this is what one of those intact ant nests look like. So I'd say that one there is still active.
It's been built around a stick.
Yeah, it's been built around the stick. Nothing's dug into it for a feast yet.
There's a big one over here.
Oh yeah. This one's been well and truly eaten out. Something's had a feast.
Nothing's been in there for a while though. That looks like drip lines.
Yeah.
See the surface?
Yep.
Something's pooped on the top though.
There's always poop. And over there is the ugly secret of the farm. Should we go over and show them?
Yeah.
So this is an area Bianca and I discovered from the other side. As I said before, we got the rocky outcrop and all that. And there's a road up there, which is really good to pull your ute or your trailer up to and dump rubbish. Like we have a water tank there. We have, we'll zoom in from this side. We have an old TV, it looks like an air conditioning cabinet. There's a microwave sitting over there, rusted with a white top. Some sort of netting just there. Got some fencing wire and an old toilet there. And then just miscellaneous rubbish that's just slowly been washed down.
There's a lot of beer bottles in one spot too.
Yeah, just up in there. So it looks like up in there was where they originally dumped the bits and pieces from. You can see a blue drum just there. So this area here is an area that Bianca and I would really like to tidy up. I've just noticed there's some timber up in there holding back a bit of a retaining wall.
A book
Whereabouts?
on the other side.
Old clock radio.
Oh, you need a cuppa with your morning.
Oh yeah, I thought that was a soccer ball.
Oh, there's twins. There's two of them.
Oh, wow. That's a shame.
There's the other one.
There's the other one. So obviously, a matching pair. So this wire looks okay, but we might leave it there for now. A couple of joins in it, but it should come in handy. The toilet's cracked. I'd say that's the old folks when they renovated. What do you reckon? They just dumped stuff. And Bianca just noticed I had my head against this little nest. Some sort of insects. Up over there, there's a load of glass bottles down the base. But we really like this rock formation because it comes out here onto this sort of rocky outcrop that goes all the way down there. And we were talking about this would be a nice place to set up a little picnic area when we first came through here. And then we, investigated down there and found all the crud. So we're back on that trail now. Bianca's just pointed out a little shriney sort of growth on a tree. So it looks like it's been cut off at the top and the bottom's just slowly rotting out. Well, there you go. Well, we might leave the walk there. What do you reckon, Bianca? Just a bit of a quick walk to show the folks from this morning's live stream. There's sort of open bushland we had behind the house. This is just a small section. This is the small next to the small paddock beside the house that ends just over that way a little bit.
And this one takes us up to the quarry.
Yeah, takes us up. Should we do a quick walk up to the quarry to show folks?
Do a quick one and then we'll turn around and come back.
Yeah, we won't show you the whole way. Just another awesome little random flower. For some reason I think this was called egg and bacon when I was a kid. But yeah, it's quite a substantial little bush. Those are these little yellow flowers. Very pretty. So this is what the old owner called his quarry, and where he got a lot of the rock for the road repairs he's done around the place from. So there's obviously a clay layer in there because it holds water. It held water all through summer, didn't it?
Yeah. I was going to say, do you want to hold him and I'll just check if there's any animal prints?
Yep. Yeah, we need to hold Jack back because he wrecks everything. No, he doesn't wreck everything, but he puts his paws everywhere so he can't really see what's going on around the water holes. But this is where we found two big pig wallows when we came through and viewed the property the first time. B didn't find any footprints. We'll give Jack a bit of a drink before we head back. But yeah, this is the... sorry, what was that, babe?
There's old puff marks like pig.
Okay.
But they're old. They're not new.
So the other waterhole we were talking about is the Billabong. And it's about a kilometre that way.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is pretty much it for a bit of a quick wander around this afternoon. Just for you folks who joined the live stream. If you didn't join the live stream, it is on the channel. And you can suss it out using that link up there in the corner. Are you going to yell out goodbye, Bianca, or trip over?
No, I'm going to trip over instead.
Okay. Bye, Bianca. Have a top one, folks.